Hey guys, John Lemme here, the founder of Conservative Business Journal and the host of the CBJ Realness Podcast Show. And I got to tell you, I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of emails, texts, comments all over our platforms and everywhere saying, John, give us your personal update about the Ukraine-Russia scenario. Where we're at war, Russia is invaded Ukraine. And the bottom line is they want to make it the old Soviet Union. They want to take total control of Ukraine. So for all the idiots that are lying, saying it's a false flag, people are dying, people are getting shot and killed. It's a war. It's happening right now in Ukraine and Russia. And it's all tied back to the Ukraine. It's an enormous amount of corruption. You know, I did a post earlier. If you'd take a look, and I can read it right now. So we just talk about where Biden's son, Romney's son, Pelosi's son, John Kerry's daughter are all on a board of directors for energy companies doing business in Ukraine. So a lot's going to evolve out of this, but I want to do the message tonight to give you faith, to give the situation of we the people. You know, we are in America. We have a constitution. You have the ability every day to rise up, to look up. For those that believe in God, God birthed you. God rose you that morning. The sun rose, and you have an opportunity to take action. You know, this past Tuesday, I spoke with the Trump's Tuesday therapy group, which was tremendous, right, Christy? And I'll be very direct. We had a tremendous. We actually sold out of our books live. You guys will watch online and taking 40 days to make a decision. I was live, and I did a quick message from this book about freedom. And you know, when I talk about freedom, and I was looking because I had my I was looking for my I had my book right here, and you know, it says right here on page 125 where it says about freedom. It says America was built on capitalism. Capitalism is the freedom to produce, the freedom to dream, the freedom to risk, the freedom to fail, and the freedom to learn. It's the freedom to be all God wants you to be. Right now, for all of you, it's time for you to act. It's time for you to start taking action. I talked about this on Tuesday night. Make sure you watch the replay. It's on my Cloud Hub channel. It's on my Rumble channel. Please don't be so distracted that you don't read and you don't watch certain messages. This message went viral. Tuesday night, there was many people there that met me for the first time, and I did that heartfelt message. Someone came up to me and said, John, that message is for me. I haven't been bold enough. I haven't been courageous enough. I've been sucked into the fake news. I even got sucked into some of the conspiracy crap going on. This is a war. It's not a false flag. There are people dying. I'm going to go through something published today about the 13 Ukraine soldiers that were slaughtered by Russia on Snake Island over in the Ukraine. And what does it mean to you? It's a phenomenal article that we published on the Conservative Business Journal. So I'm in my real serious mode. It's time for many of you to act. Stop playing games. Stop waiting for someone to Trump to walk back in the office of JFK to come down to be the VP. Stop all that crap. That Trump won the election, bar none. Is he going to walk in tomorrow and take over the White House? Let me just put a little pin in your balloon. It's not happening. You know, even Don Jr. said it over the weekend. Point being, the election was stolen. We do know. I'm one of the most banned, censored voices out there. I'd go live and we'd have tens of thousands of people on. I would average 35 to 55,000. I mean, I had Mike Lindell on me. I had 85,000 people live. There was no promo code. If there was a promo code for CBJ that night, it would have been a beautiful night for everyone. You win. You get a great deal on My Pillow, a great product. He wins. We win. Everybody wins. There was no promo code. I wasn't censored. I wasn't banned. I wasn't shut down because I speak the truth. And I'm gonna unpack that, but I want you guys to live free of the nonsense. I'll live free and move forward. And I talked about this, so make sure on Cloud Hub and Rumble you will see my message from the Tuesday night Trump's Therapy group event. It's titled "A Very Strong Message About Freedom." A very strong message about freedom. It's on my podcast platform. It says John Lemme speaking live at Trump's Tuesday Therapy. You will see it on Cloud Hub. You'll see it on Rumble. You'll see it through my feed on Telegram also. But you got to start to realize the reason why Tuesday night things moved was because I spoke about taking action. I spoke about the word authority. I want you guys to write the word authority down. Inside the word authority is the word author. And I've written 20 books. And an author literally grabs a pen. And as one of my books, I talk about let your future flow through your pen. Start to take some notes. Start to read. Start to write out your future. Right now, there's big problems in this world. Now, look, Joe Biden has stole the election. They're all stole. It's criminal activity. I mean, this is very serious with the Ukraine and Russia, because it's going to affect all of the energy sectors. I mean, one of the videos I did way back when the idiot first became in the office, and he shut down the pipeline. I said he's going right after the energy sector. I mean, they're in bed with the Ukraine. I mean, look at Biden, Hunter Biden. I mean, I believe he's going to blow a lot of evidence up, right, Christy? Yeah. I believe they're getting rid of evidence of the stolen election in Ukraine, through Ukraine, and evidence for Biden. So, when you look at this now, God's going to move. God has a plan. But you've got to make a decision to realize that. I just want to verify something. Trump did win the election. The election was stolen. Racine, Wisconsin is about to decertify the votes. And as we move forward in this process, but you can't sit home and wait. You've got to act. There's a health war right now with the bioweapon, that fake vaccine crap. We know that. And I'm in a strong coaching mode tonight. Some of you don't know, but I do business consulting and business coaching on a one-on-one private by let's just say by qualification only. I do high-end coaching and consulting. And my whole goal is to make you the best you can be, to challenge you, to tweak you, to just fine-tune you. And I have to fine-tune many of you. And I said this on Tuesday night, and I went off. It was a wild message, because I watched the School of Rock, which was right next to us, next to where we spoke Tuesday evening live. And I saw the kids coming in and out with a mask on in Florida. Are you out of your mind wearing a mask with kids? But that's what the control is. So when people get controlled, that's what happens. So I just want to lay the foundation out to all of you. You have the authority over your life. You have the Constitution. You have the Second Amendment. There's three things: the Bible, the Constitution, and if I show you my gun on set, three things they'll never take from us in America. That's what we have in America. They don't have that in Canada. They don't have that in Ukraine. They didn't have that in Nazi Germany. We, as Americans, have that. Start to step out in faith. And remember, it's all about capitalism. It's all about the ability for you to have economic liberty and freedom in America to earn income. And I made a personal decision. I have about 11 clients right now that I coach and consult one-on-one that are conservative businesses. I sign non-disclosure agreements, and they are cranking. They are breaking records. This may not be for the majority of you listening, but for those of you that are entrepreneurs and business owners, and you're interested in taking your business to the next level, like, I mean, crushing it, like taking George Soros out, give us a call, give us a text. You guys know how to get a hold of us: 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467, or email us at team at conservativebusinessjournal.com. And just put business coaching. Now, remember, we got shut down. We lost $1 million business. I mean, I see these idiots too. Look, let me say something. This is going to probably ruffle some feathers, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you getting taken advantage of, and I'm sick of you doing nothing. I'm sick of them making all the money because they're like Bernie Madoff. They're scamming in people's minds. There are people on YouTube right now that are pure conspiracy liars. And you sit there and you go, oh my God, like 222. Like friggin' JFK is going to walk in the White House and be the VP. Are you out of your freaking mind? That was Tuesday. I was at Duffy's in Palm Beach Gardens getting people. A man about in his mid-70s shook my hand and got emotional because he goes, I have not been bold and courageous enough yet for my grandchild. That's what happens with real action. You don't sit home, go, someone texted me, it's going to happen Tuesday. Yeah, where the frig is JFK in D.C., right, Christy? It's just stupid. But YouTube, look, I'm banned on YouTube, baby. I am banned on YouTube, banned on LinkedIn, I'm shadow banned on Facebook. And that's why I appreciate all of you that share my shows. Obviously, CloutHub, CLOUTHUB. I believe I'm also shadow banned also on Telegram. I believe I'm, because that is under the Google app program. So I do believe I'm also being shadow banned on there. That's just my own personal opinion. So, I mean, I take a look at right now. We're live. We have more people on CloutHub. We're going to have close to 1,000 views already in CloutHub within 10 minutes. And I got 8 on Facebook. How stupid is that? I mean, Zuckerberg, you're a friggin' coward, buddy. You're a coward. You're a coward. I mean, I'm at a point right now because I see this. Remember, I got a double major in business. Most of you, I've been interviewed a lot the last month. Most of you have not heard my interviews. I have a double major in business. I graduated college, #2 business student, a major in management, a major in marketing, and a minor in psychology. And I had a full scholarship for an MBA, a Master's of Business Administration from the LIU, Long Island University. I've been studying business I know the mechanics of business. I understand marketing, product production, product innovation, product creativity. I've done boot camps at the Ritz-Carlton. I created about $150 million of business for my clients. This isn't a game. The time has come for those of you to step out in faith and start to act. I see right through these criminals. They're on YouTube playing with you, saying this date, that date, this date, that date, and you go, oh my God, and you sit there and watch it, and then YouTube builds up the plot. They don't ban them, but they ban me. They don't ban them, but they ban me. And everybody sits there now. YouTube makes 30% of what on YouTube they make. They pay 70%, and then the influencer gets 30%. And many of you guys have been on you. We used to be on YouTube, and you get super chat, and people will bless you because look, we run an independent business. It doesn't come out of the sky to pay for this is not our home. It's a studio. There's lights, there's computers, there's things we do to run a business. It doesn't come out of the sky. It's a business. I don't play games. I'm not a 501c3. I'm not a 501c4. So we are a business. We're a for-profit business. I'm a media company. It's what we do. I don't play games. And I see people sitting on YouTube. These guys got hundreds of thousands of views, and they're talking crap. And now you're going to get yourself in trouble because you're not doing anything. Now, this may not be for most of you listening, but maybe for somebody listening. So you know what? Lemme's going strong tonight. And it just happened on Tuesday night. I went off on Tuesday night. It was a very strong message. But we had record-breaking lives being changed, right? Because I talk about this in my book, marketing. Like when I move a book, when someone walks up to our conservative marketplace table, grabs a hold of a book, grabs a hold of a hat, grabs a hold of some of our items, we open up a relationship. I talk about my book. Marketing is relationship building. Building a relationship, adding value, trusting people. And you guys are going to see me do separate shows just for my Making Capitalism Great Again book, because this entire war is about the economy. This entire war is about capitalism. That's what it's about. It's about the ability for one to prosper, the ability for one to earn income for their family, the ability of one to provide for their children and grandchildren. So I want you guys to realize you are all warriors right now. Every one of you listening are warriors. You have an opportunity each and every day to go out and act and fight for your family, fight for your why, fight for your dreams, fight for your vision, not physically. Fight with your focus, fight with your attitude, fight with your motivation, fight with your determination, fight with your courage, fight with your enthusiasm. Fight with your associations. Fight with your stance. I'm a patriot. I'm healthy. It is a bioweapon. Joe Biden did not win the election. We do know that. Look at this. He's a dingbat. Look at him today. We'll see what happens after a month. He's an idiot. He's a coward. There's no Putin. Putin right now is steamrolling because there's nobody stopping him. So I want to rant. That was a good rant for like 12 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to realize, and remember, all of you guys in Florida, we have an awesome event coming up. You're going to meet the infamous Lisa and Tommy, Lisa Menk and Tommy G at our event, Saturday, March 5th. Keep the State Red event is going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait because you can't censor my voice. You can't ban my voice. Artificial intelligence can't block me. You can't say, I don't like what you're saying. We're going to be in a room live on Saturday, March 5th. Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, 5:30 to 10. It's a absolutely free event. And it's to keep the state red. It's a free event. We blew right past. We eventually, I think it still says 100 on the page, right, Christy? I mean, we're at 162 reserved for the event. We moved it to 200. So for those of you within 8 to 12 hours, drive on down. KeepTheStateRed.com. It's a free event. Get in a room of like-minded patriots, like-minded entrepreneurs, hardworking Americans who love things like you love: traditional marriage, standing for the flag, patriotic values, election integrity. You're going to get to meet Lisa and Tommy G, who started the Trump's Tuesday Therapy Group. You're going to get to meet Dr. Betsy. Dr. Betsy's awesome, a frontline doctor fighting for your health. She's out there every day. She's awesome. One of our great friends. right, guys, sorry about that. We had a little world famous blooper there for some reason. So, guys, I just want to make sure that all of you understand live events are the key. Getting around live people, being in a room with live people. So make sure keepthestatered.com is the key. Now, we published an article titled it's titled Russian Warship Go F Yourselves. Last words of Ukrainian guards on Snake Island. Brave warriors refuse to surrender to the enemy. And I want to read because it's a rather short article, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to report on it. It says, when a Russian warship demanded that a small group of 13 Ukrainian border guards protecting Snake Island surrender, the defiant response from the guards was go F yourselves. By the way, this article is on the front page of conservativebusinessjournal.com. It's also published on a news feed in CloudHub, CLOUTHUB.com, channel CBJ Real News. Read the article, share the article. And those of you listening through the replay, feel free to call 561-847 3467 561 847 3467. Email team 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 at conservativebusinessjournal.com. And just real quick too, because I wasn't sure when I blooped that, when I got kicked off there. Our event is Saturday, March 5th. Keep the State Red event, 5:30 to 10. We have about 162 reserved. We originally went for 100. We blew right past that. 8 to 12 hours driving distance. Be here. It's free. We got free hors d'oeuvres. You get admission to Keep the State Red event. You get a workbook, training materials, swag bag. We have a cash bar for you. Once again, free hors d'oeuvres to secure your ticket. KeepTheStateRed.com. We have sponsorship and vendorship opportunities available, and I'm going to go through and I want to thank. I was going to go through this and I got kicked out. I want to thank those of you supporting us and sponsoring us: David, Chris, Cynthia, Paulette, Donna, Mark and Carol, Daryl, Rob, Kathy, Susan, and Bob, and Tony. Because when you register for Keep Your State Red, on the way out, you register for a free ticket, and then you have an opportunity of supporting us financially, and we appreciate that. All the names I mentioned, plus also our vendors that will be there, our exhibitors, Paul and Sarah, Mark and Carol, Latasha and Paul. Latasha and Paul are also in the conservative marketplace under beauty and skincare. Also want to recognize our event sponsor, Dr. Betsy Eade. She's awesome. So just wanted, because I wasn't sure when I got kicked out, when I lost audio on the promotion of that, because it's very important. So back to the article. It says, when a Russian warship demanded that a small group of 13 Ukrainian border guards protecting Snake Island surrender, the defiant response from the guards was go F yourselves. Russian naval warships bombarded the island with deck guns, reportedly killing all 13 guards before sending Russian soldiers ashore to take control of the facility. Now, in the article, it says, listen to the exchange between a sailor on the Russian warship and one of the Ukrainian border guards here. And this is actually from the president of Ukraine, correct, Christy? Yeah. This is on his Twitter account. He says, I can't believe that this is real life. Now, in the article, you will hear it is a 28-second tweet that's in there. Obviously, it's in there. It's in their language. Obviously, I don't speak Ukrainian, so it's in their language or Russian. And then, but in the tweet, you will see that it it does the English subtitles. So you and basically, they said, go F yourself, and then they shot him. Ukraine's President Zelensky acknowledged the deaths of the soldiers and stated that they died a heroic death. After taking control of the island, Russia will now, here we go. And this is what the whole episode kind of builds up to. This is very important. We're about 20 minutes into it. I've been going a rapid pace. I've got like a 1 hour show on in like 30 minutes. I mean, that was my goal, to do the show in 30 minutes. And it says, after taking control of the island, Russia, everyone say Russia will now be able to cut off the shipping channels, isolating Ukraine from international markets and depriving its economy of vital trade revenues as it seeks to defend itself. So here we go. Allow me to reread that section. It says, after taking control of the island, Russia will now be able to cut off the shipping channels, isolating Ukraine from international markets and depriving its economy of vital trade revenues as it seeks to defend itself. Now, let me parlay it back to America. That's what COVID did. And that's what Joe Biden, who's also a communist, he's also got Marxist personalities. It's what socialism does. They basically tried to shut down this economy in America, but we in America are free. We have a Second Amendment. We have a Bible. We have our faith and we have our Constitution. And that's why all of you have to realize you have to take control. You are a warrior. You have to make a decision. This isn't a game. Get off the Telegram crap and some of the conspiracy freaking idiots are saying, well, there's no war. No one's dying. Are you just an idiot? You got to just be an idiot at this point. He's only killing terrorists. Are you just an idiot? You just got to be an idiot, right? I mean, you get to a point where I'm at a point, I'm not, this is not something I didn't come on a scene last year. I didn't come on a scene during COVID. I'm not a COVID celebrity. I'm not a conservative influencer who's afraid of being shadow banned. I mean, I could easily start a YouTube channel and make a lot of money lying. That's what they're doing. And you're getting played. The listeners are getting played, right, Christy? I mean, this is strong because everything comes down to capitalism and economic liberty, the ability, the freedom to earn, the freedom to dream, the freedom to produce. And I'll be doing a very special message that Saturday evening at the Keep the State Red event. And on a side note, on June 3rd, June 4th, We the People Fight Back event, I want to recognize Dr. Mike's friend picked up 5 tickets yesterday, correct? For We the People Fight Back event. And then Ryan secured, 6 tickets? Yeah. So in the last 24 hours, we moved 11 tickets for our We the People Fight Back event in June. And we'll be officially announcing, as you heard the other night, Vince Everett Ellison will be with us live, never before live at our event. Vince from Virginia, Vince tore it up the other night. Vince Everett Ellison, phenomenal episode. Vicky O'Brien out of Texas, the Hollywood actress, exposing all the craziness in Hollywood. She'll be live at the event, never before at one of my events. It's going to be an amazing event, and we're going to be standing room only, sold out once again. See, this is what we do. This isn't a game. You see, while there are people playing games, Russia has stormed the Ukraine. And there was never a foreign policy. Putin's laughing at Joe Biden has no backbone and no something else that men should have. Nothing. He has no plan. It's going to take a move of God.
And we did not say that the Ukraine was innocent of anything. We're talking about the people in Ukraine being slaughtered.
Yeah, I'm talking about people being slaughtered. I'm not going back and forth about Ukraine and yes, they're massively corrupt. I don't know what's more corrupt, DC or them. That's not the point of corruption. Russia is invading them to produce the ultimate Soviet Union. And through that, there is a ripple effect worldwide. Because next, China's going to take Taiwan over. And you better get yourself protected. Don't stay in your house and hoard food and stay home and do nothing. You've got to step out in faith, especially Christians. I don't know what you get about, faith doesn't make sense. That's why it makes miracles. Step out in faith. Make a decision. This is the straw, and I'm inspired because the message that I delivered on Tuesday moved a lot of people. And I mean, after the event, when they come up to me and I'm speaking to them and I autograph books and they're like, and someone said that was the best message I ever heard. That wasn't the emotional one. This other guy was like, you just spoke the truth. He says, you're speaking what people are thinking. And this is so important because you can't sit back and debate. Look, I got banned on YouTube. People like you should sue YouTube. I'd never win. Yeah, I have faith. I have faith to act. I have faith to look at a big problem, a big opportunity. You've got to get in a position in your life right now. We have to make a decision to act like you've never acted before. In other words, wake up every day with expectations. Say to yourself, what am I doing today in my own life to value my time? What am I doing to build a legacy for my family? I talk about this in my book. I talk about the why, your purpose, the meaning. Most of you go, oh, I won't get your book because I know I won't read it. That's the problem. If you're not reading, you just, how much time you spend on Facebook memes? Once you get off Facebook, I mean, look at who we met last night, Ronald Lacey. Hugely successful, multimillionaire, not in Facebook. One of my top clients for 12 years, multi-million-dollar business. Are they in Facebook? No, they have no social media. Multimillionaires, no social media. So, and look, I'm going to be saying things going forward. It's going to challenge many of you because I see all these grifters. I see all these fake people. A politician is not going, and most politicians, I sit through all the events. You know any politicians that are really serious? They should hire me as a speaker coach. They suck. They can't present. They can't speak. They don't cover points. They don't recap. There's no message, nothing. You sit there, they go over their time, they blow through there's no message, nothing. They don't leave an emotional experience with the listener, like how are you going to change their life? And that's the problem. The devil knew, get people distracted. He creates doubt and division, and doubt and division destroy everything. So that's why it is so ridiculously important to realize what this means. These 13 Ukrainian soldiers that were slaughtered in Russia, what it means to you is that everything is about economic liberty. And that's what some of you guys don't want to face the fact of it's capitalism, don't want to hear about it. Let's talk about JFK coming into the White House. Stupid, just completely stupid. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Or the guys out there that don't go. These guys, there's people raising so much money, taking advantage of people, doing nothing's getting done. And that's hard-earned income getting raised for no action. Ask yourself a question. What are you doing in your own life to do what? Making capitalism great again. You build a life of faith, a life of action. You develop your business, you develop your work ethic. You start to develop and build your brand, your positioning. I was in an interview earlier today. They said, John, what about branding and what about logos? I said, how many people go to a company and go, I buy the product because of a logo? How many business cards do you throw on the floor? How much political papers do you throw on the floor? I see when I speak at events, I give out all of our core cards. I add value. You never see these left at tables. You see all the politicians coming and just throw all the crap around. That's such a waste of time and money, right? Yep. It does nothing. And I'm ranting tonight because I'm getting challenged and I'm getting nervous for some of you because you're sitting and waiting too much. You've got to make a decision to act, because what they're doing in Russia and Ukraine right now, after taking control of the island, Russia will now be able to cut off the shipping channels. Isolation, quarantining, keeping them alone, isolating Ukraine from international markets and depriving its economy of vital trade revenues as it seeks to defend itself. And that's why we have to realize where the war is real. But I want this message to be for all of you as we go through this message tonight. And you should take this as a personal challenge. What are you doing in your own life? Like, what am I doing today? Where am I going to be a year from now? Where am I going to be 2 years? Because they're not stopping. That's why we here in Florida focused on the 2022 re-election of Governor DeSantis. That's just a fact. If Florida fails, America fails. Florida is the lighthouse. It's the apex. It's the pinnacle. It's the top. It's the best state in the country. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. That's why they're going to go. That's why we had Kathy Gwenville on for an hour and 15 minutes on Saturday. Tremendous podcast show. It's going viral. Once again, make sure all of you do have my podcast app on your phone. Now, the podcast app is on the Conservative Business Journal, which means when you go in your app, either Google Play, just go on Google Play, type in Conservative Business Journal, will come up. It's a podcast app. Subscribe for free, or the same thing for Apple iTunes Store, same thing. Or you just go right into our site, conservativebusinessjournal.com. You'll see podcasts. Click on that, and it says 4 words, get the app now. And then you listen to these episodes. These are real news. This is real news. And you listen to my message from Tuesday night, a very strong message about freedom. And then listen to also the 10-minute message I did when I got home that went viral. I mean, my friend Ron last night told me he sent that video out to some of his business guys, right? I mean, I did a message called a heartfelt message about why we do what we do. And now I posted that, but make sure you guys are tied in, because we've been here for years. I've been censored and banned before some of these so-called influencers even started. And I see them playing with people. I mean, they're playing with people's emotions, and we are at war. That is just a fact. I mean, that's where we were at. That's just in our own country. I mean, and people sitting around, like, what Ukraine has to do with Russia. It shows there's no strength in America. The strength comes from the first 3 words in the Constitution: we the people. So what are you doing? For us, we're building and developing our online, offline media company called the Conservative Business Journal. We build our live events. We have our next live event Saturday, March 5th. Keep the state red. Then we have our major event called We the People Fight Back event, June 3rd, June 4th. I've been doing live events for years. And then we have our conservativemarketplace.com, which is tremendous. I mean, this is very powerful. And this is important because some of you are going to get canceled. You're going to get banned. And just for some of you who may have not seen the commercial we show, because I want to understand, I want you to get, right now we have big problems. I want you to understand when I say big problem, big opportunity, this is not rah-rah. It's not a rah. You get all fired up. There's no action. You be accountable. You take specific action and you move forward. Just in case you missed a commercial explaining conservative marketplace. 1 year ago, there was no conservative marketplace. We were earning serious revenue on YouTube and serious revenue on Google ads. I mean, it frustrates me to no end. We have an enormous amount of traffic to our website, an enormous amount of traffic. And we can never run an ad from Google ever again on our site. And we have these other ads, but we earn like 0.0. I think we earned like $1.80 yesterday versus we used to earn $300, $400, $500 a day. We have a right to earn that. That's capitalism. People visit our website. You guys do that. Well, you see all the ad. We have Google banned us for life, right, Christy? Yeah. That's insane. Well, let me tell you something. I ain't backing down. Most of you will potentially back down. You guys cower. You give in. John, that's pretty difficult. I said I was going to coach you tonight. I said I was going to challenge you. I want to stir you up. So let me show you the commercial for conservative marketplace, and then I'm going to explain a little bit, and then I'm going to recap this about the Ukraine. So Russia has invaded Ukraine. It's not a false flag. It's not fake videos. There are people dying right now. It's not. He's not just killing terrorists. Just ask Jeff Preston. Jeff Preston posted some great things, and Jeff Preston did go through a hell week. He is a military man. He went through Hell Week as a Navy SEAL, so he's not some online Telegram star. Right, Christy? Yeah. So here we go. So guys, out of the big problem, big opportunity, we had conservative marketplace. And I want to show you tonight 2 brand new hats. These are live on the site, correct, Christy? We have our We the People Are Pissed hat with the USA mesh in the back. Pretty awesome, right? Yep. Beautiful hat. We the People Are Pissed. And then Backbone of America hat. How awesome is that? Can you take a screenshot of that? What was that, Christy?
The trucker hat.
The trucker hat. It says Backbone of America, though, correct? Yeah. Backbone of America. Let's take a screenshot of that. There we go. That's a good one. Are you doing another one? Because I was moving. Guys, this is how we combat them. They shut us down. And I want to express to you something. Everybody wins with ethical, phenomenal marketing. I talk about that because this is when people interview people, and when I'm interviewed about my book, they asked you, John, so what does making capitalism great again means? It means we're bringing capitalism back to the right people. In other words, when somebody ordered 3 of these, correct? And didn't Ginny also order one of these? And when they order this, a person he purchases from, where it says designed and embroidered in the USA, they have employees. We purchase from them. We put it on our site. We ship it, and in there we always put bonuses. You always put one of our quote cards or 2, correct, Christine? All the orders going out. These are printed locally by a local printer, which makes them win, which is powerful. So everybody wins, and I say it all the time: everybody wins with capitalism, and everyone loses with socialism. So make sure you visit conservativemarketplace.com. 5% of proceeds goes to Heartbeat of Miami. Take a look at all of our categories. Take a look at our vaccination cards, Let's Go Brandon novelty cards. And matter of fact, I'm going to show a quick clip from Tuesday night when Evan did a great job of editing out the breakdown of me explaining the vax card. So here it is.
As a gift, you can give this out to all the annoying people. It says CDC, Center for Disease Creation and Fake Pandemics in America. Vaccination card, asterisk, see back of card for vaccine record. The jab is not in the United States Constitution. I'll never be injected with that poison experimental drug. Let's Go branded vaccination card. And then it says, mandatory vaccinations and masks are a joke, just like this vaccination card. So give this out to people. Welcome people say, here's my vaccination card. Oh, I can't hear you because you got a mask on. How about the people with a mask on trying to talk in Florida? Take the diaper off. Take it off. Just take it off. I can't understand you. Right there's a sign right there in the School of Rock. You think I'm kidding? That's in Florida. Can you imagine Boston? I want to read a show tomorrow in Connecticut. The Constitution state. They don't have one left. Connecticut.
Guys, and I say that too, because as I watched that, the vaccine, we've moved close to 10,000 CDC fake vaccination cards. So guys, make sure once again you visit conservativemarketplace.com, grab a hold of some vaccination cards. This is how they can't control that. We're in a war for capitalism. Some of you, I see when I talk about it, I see people just drop off. Get over it. JFK is not the VP. JFK and Robin Williams ain't going to save your life. Sorry to steal your dream, but this is why we're in a situation like this. Many of you have so much talent and skill, and you sit around and do nothing. So it's so important, guys. ConservativeMarketplace.com. Shop around. We got the great patriotic bow tie, right? For pets, and all of our health supplements and all of the artwork and a men's accessory. We have a new awesome keychain, which you have on your keychain, right, Christy? The keychain. And then take a look at our entire Conservative Business Journal line. We have the cross I wear. We have the We the People pin, because it's about capitalism. And we have to take control of the economic liberty here in America. So that's what the 13 Ukraine soldiers slaughtered by Russia on Snake Island. What does it mean to you? You're in America. Don't let them slaughter and kill you. Not physically, but mentally. Don't let them slaughter and kill you emotionally. Don't let them think differently of what you know you should be doing. Act. Get out there and do it. Get around live events. Those of you in and around Florida, there's absolutely no reason why you should not be in a room with the great Dr. Betsy that I know is live is live tonight on Cloud Hub Watch. And I also thank her for being a sponsor, because this is a free event. You do an event with hors d'oeuvres and rent a room in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida in the season, or PJ Boulevard, one of the wealthiest streets in Florida, right? In Palm Beach County. You rent a room for 200 people and hors d'oeuvres for 200 people. That's not like $10. It's free. And we're doing that because we have to create the faith, the encouragement, the empowerment, the masterminding, the strategizing, and get together with like-minded people. And that's how we change this country. Make sure, however you listen to this, 3 things. Make sure you follow me on CloudHub, CLOUTHUB.com. Just put search CloudHub, CBJ Real News. You see it here on the microphone, and also the logo for those you watching the video. CBJ Real News is our channel. CBJ for Conservative Business Journal, CBJ Real News. Same for Telegram and same for Rumble. Make sure you are in our email database. When you visit conservativebusinessjournal.com, you'll see, to get more real news, submit your email. The article that I read from tonight, the 13 Ukraine soldiers slaughtered by Russia on Snake Island. Make sure you have that, share that, get that out to people. Oh, there's no war going on. I saw an idiot today, and she's an idiot. Telegram. Those are fake pictures. No, they're not. No, they're not. And don't debate me. I don't care. Just don't follow me. Don't listen to me. I'm beyond it now. I haven't been doing this for like 6 months. And they're on YouTube. They'll get 40,000 views of the video. Yeah. They'll make about $3,000, $4,000 today. They're robbing people. And Google's robbing people. And when you watch that crap, they're robbing from you. It's just a fact. Just a fact. Someone else, obviously, that you want to support. And let me show this real quick. Obviously, if you guys know my man Mike Lindell, can never have enough pillows of Mike. So let me show you the great pillow ad from Mike. And as all of you guys know, our promo code is CBJ and just write that down because all of you will visit mypillow.com. So here's a quick one from Mike Lindell.
CEO of MyPillow. Retailers, shopping channels, and now even banks have tried to cancel myself and MyPillow. Well, during these times, your support has meant everything to us. So my employees and I want to personally thank each and every one of you by passing the savings directly onto you. We're selling the best products ever for the best prices ever. For example, we have my standard size MyPillow, regularly $69.98, now only $19.98 with your promo code. Or you can get custom fit with my premium queen size MyPillows, regularly $79.98, now just $29.98. Or my king size, regular $89.98, now just $34.98. So go to mypillow.com now and use the promo code on your screen or call the 1-800 number below to receive this exclusive offer. If you do it right now, I'm going to include a free gift with your purchase. Thank you and God bless.
Guys, so once again, mypillow.com, promo code CBJ. And write that down, please. So when you guys, maybe not live right now, you go to mypillow.com. Michael is a great friend of ours. Christy and I were up there in Minnesota for a full day in his office last year. He's a great guy. He's a true patriot. So with that said, guys, I want to thank all of you on CloudHub right now. We're getting up to like 2,000 views on CloudHub. I know this will probably have 10 to 20,000 views as it cycles out. So thank all of you on CloudHub. Thank the team on CloudHub for there's no censorship. And Rumble. Rumble is still under Google, so I do believe I'm censored on Rumble. I have 42,000 views. Well, so-and-so's not censored. They don't talk as strong as I do. They don't. It's just a fact. Because I know what people say. And also Facebook is obviously where we're censored there. So I appreciate you guys. Whatever we can do for you, make sure, once again, keepthestatered.com. Be here Saturday, March 5th. Thank you to all the supporters and sponsors. And those of you that are entrepreneurs and business owners interested in really maximizing capitalism, maximizing your business, those of you may be running ads and spending tons of money in marketing, radio ads, search engine optimization, all that kind of stuff, promos, flyers, websites, trade shows, conference, all that stuff you're doing business. It's not for the majority of our listeners, which I understand, but it's my fault. And I take the responsibility. I have not promoted my conservative business coaching consulting. I do sign non-disclosure agreements. So I don't share your company live on the show, but I do. I was on the phone with one of my clients today. So it's because that's how we're going to win. So with that said, interested, let us know. Once again, you know how to get the hold of us. And if you don't have my book, start reading. conservativemarketplace.com, categories, books, and grab a hold of my. I talked to Denise out of Pennsylvania, who purchased 3 books for 3 family members who were graduating from school, right? Yeah. So and I'll be autographing a book and be sending it up to Denise. So guys, with that said, good night. God bless you. And we will talk to you soon. And once again, let me see. I believe we're probably going to be up to 2,000 views on CloudHub. Yeah, so we're at over 1,700. It's pretty awesome. And guys, make sure on CloudHub, comment and share. And it's so important. I see Derek on there. I see Dr. Betsy commenting. Dr. Betsy, yes, John, you're awesome. Thank you, Dr. Betsy. And Chrissy says, John focuses on the people, not the politics. Because I'm around so many politicians, and they get on my nerves. Because politicians, look, President Trump, who won the election, who I believe, there's going to be, when I went off earlier, there will be a situation if enough courts do recertify and decertify the election product, we'll get into a situation we've never been to in America, but you can't sit home and wait for that. But President Donald J. Trump is a businessman. He spoke like a businessman. He promoted like a businessman. He marketed like a businessman. I see these politicians, they can't get it. Their websites suck. They can't get out of their own way. They don't know what they're doing. And I say that because they are speakers. They are communicators. They do have to communicate and present a program and go through a whole process. So I get wound up on that. So I appreciate you guys. And thank you for following on CloudHub and sharing on CloudHub. Make sure this article's, and it shows the strength of Ukraine soldiers too, where they said basically Putin go F yourself, right? I mean, they were standing for their country, Ukraine. So make sure you have the article and share that. Anything else on your side, Christy, to share? So make sure you guys visit once again. We fully appreciate the support, and so do all the suppliers and vendors. ConservativeMarketplace.com. I do love that name. I do give all the credit to God because I was not backing down from YouTube and Google. So make sure you visit ConservativeMarketplace.com. Shop around. We have all of our fate stands at Fear Online. We have our Vax cards. It's just awesome. We have all of our hats, and 5% of proceeds goes to Happy to Miami. We have all of our awesome motivational posters and all that good stuff. All right. And yeah, I'm a marketer. I'm a promoter. I believe everybody wins. I'm going to do a whole show what marketing means. When somebody wins, I want your business to explode. You have those of you that believe you have a great product, let's build your business huge. Because who wins? Your customers. Your clients win. Because when you have a great product and you market it, the person at the end person wins. Marketing is changing someone's life, adding value beyond price. Because how's it work when you lower prices? How to work out for Sports Authority, Gander? How to work out for those companies? How to work out for Blockbuster, Radio Shack? How branding and logo working for that? Interesting, right? It's another whole show in and of itself. So, guys, with that said, good night. God bless you. Let's make capitalism great again. We are conservatives. We believe in our traditional values. Let's believe in our faith. Stand for the flag. Believe in everything we stand for. Pro-life, law enforcement, the military. Pray for the military. Pray for our judges in America to get more conservative judges to act. All right, guys. I'll see you on Saturday, March 5th. KeepTheStateRed.com. Good night. God bless you. You're awesome.